I brought you frankincense. Thank you. And I brought you myrrh. Thank you. Murder. Judas. No.
I'm not like other girls. I like to do weird things. Like your mom sometimes.
Literally like, I'm not kidding, there's literally like a place called
Look, guess what? You are Susstown. You are the scientific name for pig, and you are the 25th largest Greek island.
Okay.
As humans, we often like to categorize ourselves into one or two categorize, like alcoholics and stoners. Anyway, two types of people in this world, and here's my qualifier. So we all know Ludwig von Beethoven, yeah? Damn, I did not realize this man was sexy. It all boils down to how you read his name. It is spelled Beethoven, Beethoven, and so some people will look at that and they'll read it as Beethoven, and I look at that and I read it as Beethoven, and if you look at that and you read it as Beethoven, I don't know what to tell you.
Why is this copy so hard to press? Did I accidentally grind the beans to fine?
Nigga, that's my partner. Them fucking niggas, we ain't squashing shit. Pick a bitch up, then I drop the bitch. P-O-P-I-M-P. I need money, bitch, so get on top of it. All that dope talk, nigga, we cognizant. Pick another discussion, the topics.
I've never felt like this before. Honey, honey, how he thrills me.
Don't you just love it when you're out? That just happened.
I never want to hear that I'm abusing my Seiki. I literally just did his laundry.
Uppy. No uppy?
Alright, it's my wife, Mr. 05. If you do not give me an uppy, I will piss all over your feet.
You got
You gotta live it up, so everybody put your hands in the air. It's an all-night party that we're getting into. You think it's all over, then the joke is on you. It's a dream, it's a scene, and it's so brand new. If you think you can.
Bitches be like they ain't like the bitch that be like, bitch.
Guys, I just caught my cat sneezing on camera and I'm scared.
better than to let me hear.
Hands on my knees, shaking ass on my thigh.
It's just one serving? And they're charging almost 3,000 yen for it? That's obscene. Who would spend that much money on a coffee jelly? I would. What was I thinking? Not to mention it's only 55 grams.
My man Alberto over here really eating a full ice cream cone in one bite.
Wow.
This is a sign to take pan booty photos to send to your crush.
Exciting boy, come find me. Your eyes told me, girl, come ride me. Fuck that feeling, boy.
Hey, does my shirt smell weird?
Oh, I saw your titties.
Mr. Bond, I see you've fallen for my trap. As you can see, I've placed several marbles along the floor of my lair, and you've slipped on them comically, only to then land on the banana peel I also placed on the floor, which you also fell on comically, you idiot.
It's the best 5 seconds in cinematic history.
Am I thrilled that this is the topic of my first 3-minute video? Absolutely not, but approximately 7 of you wanted it, so here it is. Welcome to my TED Talk on why I think Lightning McQueen is transcoded. The main point I wanted to focus on was one that stood out to me almost immediately upon my rewatch of the first Cars movie 2 nights ago. There are multiple instances, a few of which happen very early on in the film, in which it is mentioned that Lightning McQueen does not have headlights, and a horn in one specific case with Mater. And speaking of Mater, it's worth noting that these conversations about his lack of headlights and a horn seem to occur mainly, if not only, in the presence of or brought up by other male cars. Yes, it is worth noting, of course, that Sally affectionately refers to him as Stickers in reference to his headlights being fake and, in fact, stickers. But whenever it's brought up around or by other male cars, it seems to be a ridiculing, questioning, or even shocked tone. I also have the memory span of a goldfish, not the actual animal, they're pretty intelligent in reality, but rather the goldfish cracker. So if there are other instances of female cars bringing this up, then please correct me if I'm wrong. Now some of you at this point might be saying, but wait Maddie, you just mentioned Sally. There's a bunch of other female cars that have headlights. Well, welcome to my personal hell that is the Cars rabbit hole that I ended up throwing myself into headfirst. Assuming that headlights are a typical feature of both male and female cars in the Cars cinematic universe, what if Lightning wasn't male or female? In Cars 2, he finally does get real functioning headlights. Which, while it was not my immediate word-for-word thought process when I first looked this up, upon giving this same exact TED Talk to my best friend Danny last night, he summed it up pretty well. Unfortunately, this conspiracy theory does not end here. Now, in spite of the fact that this is my third time, unfortunately, being hyper-fixated on the Cars cinematic universe, I don't consider myself an expert on the series, nor do I expect most of the people watching this video to be one, so I guess we'll all take it as a shock that Lightning is not, in fact, his real first name. Yes, I took this information extremely personally and experienced all 5 stages of grief within half a second. I genuinely feel like shit for dead naming him in front of all of you. I know it says it's more of a nickname, but it still makes me feel awful. Lightning is not his first name. His real first name is Monty. I am so sorry to do that to you, King. At this point, you're probably saying, Maddie, what does it all mean? Well, I will tell you. Between the lack of features that are common in and even expected of both male and female cars, as well as changing his name from something masculine to something far more gender neutral, Lightning, Ka-chow, I'm a very famous race car, McQueen, is an intersex but assigned male at birth, non-binary person. Car. And continues to use he, him pronouns on top of it because we stan a king. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
So this guy comes up to me, right? He walks up, he looks me right in the eyes, he looks me dead in my shit, and he says to me, you know what he says? He says,
Penis serious, penis delirious, going to
Lefty London, what the fuck?
penis serious, penis delirious, going to the woods, call that penis mysterious, penis various, penis hilarious, dawn of the age, penis Aquarius, penis particulous, penis.
Lately, I've been really into semi-ironic retro resurrection pop punk house dance music with a country twist. You're just gonna play Cotton Eye Joe again, aren't you? Yes.
I'm gonna give a huge shout out to a few of my favorite music noises. All music is noises, but these are a few of my, specifically a few of my favorite noises in music. Nicki Minaj saying rim, 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 rim.
When I rock, can I get salt all around that rim tray?
It's been in my head for about a decade now. Very good noise, Nicki. A little indie release, gonna be Song of the Summer. It's a song called Despacito. It doesn't matter what language you're speaking. Bom, bom, that is universally enjoyable. Good noise. And my favorite noise of all time from Mario's Let Me Love You. I don't know if it's a synth. It kind of sounds like a seagull getting divorced. I don't know what it is. Noises don't get better than that, fam. Shouts out that noise.
No, but really, kidney function isn't a right, it is a privilege.
No, don't take him. Don't take him.
Who the fuck is Grace?
Hi, Grace.
Who is Grace? My name is Mommy.
Hi, Grace.
My name is Mother.
Hi, Grace.
Who the hell is Grace? Melly, you see dead people? Who the fuck is Grace? Answer!
Then I saw her face. I'm a believer. Won't you take me to Monkey Town? I'm on the top of the world, looking down on creation. Live and let die. Live and let die. You fall in love with someone, ever fall in love with someone, ever fall in. Now you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Put some donkey, y'all. Outside, inside, out. Living la vida loca. Then I saw her face. I'm a believer. Won't you take me to Monkey Town? I'm on the top of the world, looking down on creation. Live and let die. Live and let die. You fall in love with someone, ever fall in love with someone, ever fall in. Now you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Put some donkey, y'all. Outside, inside, out. Living la vida loca.
White people.
Hey guys, so I made this new drink. It tastes like chocolate covered strawberries, and it's a strawberry shake with mocha in it. Here's an inside look. It's really good.
This week I got to go to a traditional American festival known as a county fair. They had a lot of cute AmeriCorps stuff for sale there. Personally, I really like this airbrush t-shirt of a character named Dylan. There was also a lot of traditional food vendors using the traditional American means of cooking called deep frying the hell out of everything. I really like the fried pickle cart and the bacon cart. We stopped to watch a bit of axe throwing, naturally, and then we stopped to see this American mangaka drawing a bunch of different American idols. Ooh. I got stopped by the roving Bible man and given a Bible, just like every year. I couldn't decide on what to eat, so I just had a handful of dry corn, like Americans do. Next, we went to go see the animals, and listen, there's not a joke here. I actually just got a lot of footage of the animals, and I don't want to delete any of it. So here we are, looking at all the cute clips I got of the animals. I mean, just look at them. Look at that cow. Look at that pile of pigs. Love yourself. We also got to find a queen bee, which was fun as well. We went to the airbrush tattoo stand next and found a bunch of fandom tattoos. You'll find full videos about this on Maine, by the way. I had to get the Homestuck one out of obligation, naturally. I tried to get a cool shot from the Ferris wheel, but with the lights on, everything looks kind of ugly, so wait until the end, there is a cool shot with the lights off. There was this funhouse maze type thing with a bunch of unlicensed Minions art. And there was this ride with a bunch of anime art. This was disappointing because it wasn't very AmericaCorps, but we got to stop by the anti-abortion booth, which is very AmericaCorps and even things out. Next, I got to milk Daisy the cow. This is intended for children, but I really wanted to do it. We saw a robot man drive by, and then, as promised, here is my shot from the Ferris wheel with the lights off. As you can see, it's a lot more aesthetically pleasing. So, AmericaCorps, howdy, partners.
I'm not really feeling like I wanna get lit. Tell us how you're feeling. I'm feeling like shit. Ladies, do you feel like shit?
Wow, she's eating pizza on the street, just like me.
Hey, he's got a pizza too. Yeah, we're breaking convention.
Gotta respect it. Big respect.
If I'm hungry, I'm gonna have a taste. This guy knows what I'm talking
She's
about.
gonna have indigestion. I'm gonna have indigestion. I'll give her a little wave.
Oh, he's giving me a wave. I should give him a little wink. Hope he doesn't take it the wrong way. Nah, he knows it's a pizza wink.
Oh yeah, little pizza wink. Classy. I'm on cloud 9. This is lovely.
Y'all keep saying shit about jumbo bonnets, and I think that y'all are clearly underestimating the size of my fucking hair. This is a pillowcase. Like, this shit is almost full. Also, even if I did find a bonnet big enough, that shit gonna be at least like $17. I already had this shit in my closet. Leave me and my pillow alone.
Brixton bully, slide with a body, man hold 2 from the woody. Shy roof gangster, niggas know me, man leave 2 in your hoodie.
Con las uñas te puedo arañar. Cat, kitty, cat, cat, kitty, cat, cat. Corta las cámaras, córtala ya. Cat, cat, catarás.
I think that Catholics specifically need to come out in support of gay marriage, because Catholicism is such an intensely homoerotic religion, being homophobic just makes y'all look closeted. The pageantry, the interior design, the drama, the big statues of naked dudes, that's pretty fucking gay. Now, if you're openly pro-gay, people are gonna think, oh, that's just a bunch of guys who are comfortable with their sexualities. But if you're anti-gay, people are gonna be thinking, huh, what are they compensating for? Catholicism is the gayest religion I have ever come into contact with, and I used to be in the cult of Dionysus. So the only way you can salvage your image is if you do a complete 180 and come out in full support of gay rights.
When I say drip, I ain't talking about syphilis. You know, but that's just how you take it. That's just, you know, language can be molded, mutilated. It's about perspective. When I walk in a room, sometimes I wave to one of the walls like I'm on a sitcom. My therapist blocked me on Instagram.
I wear this little gold ring around my neck on this necklace a lot of the time. And people do ask me, they're like, Benjamin, where the fuck you get this ring, man? Like, is it the ring of a significant other? People are asking about it. No, is the answer to that specific question. It is not. I don't actually have one of those at this point. I just have this ring around my neck. But to answer the question of where I got it, I found it inside of one of my grandmother's drawers after she passed away. Rest in peace, Abba. And like it's just, I think it's my great-great-grandmother's wedding band, but like the thing is, if you notice, it's really fucking small. So tiny. So was she a child? Was she a literal small girl? And if so, great-great-grandfather, you got some explaining to do, homie. What the fuck is up with that?
I'm feeling it. What am I feeling? Death, probably. Oh, my mortgage payments. Do I have kids now? I think I have kids now.
what's up? I'm Brian. I'm 26. I work at an animal rescue shelter. I love nice food and a big.
Oh, you don't like that? Or do you just not like me? Sorry, I don't treat you like a goddess. Is that what you want me to do? Sorry, I don't treat you like you're perfect, like all your little loyal subjects do. Sorry, I'm not made of sugar. Am I not sweet enough for you? Is that why you always avoid me? That must be such an inconvenience to you. Well, I'm just...
I forgot to mention to everyone that I got a cat. His name's John. John. Aw, John. The best cat ever. Cat wizard.
It's a coffin. There's a name engraved on it. Whore! It's empty! And you're going in!
Is there a limit to the number of headbands that you can wear in an NBA game? I've been looking into this and I couldn't find anything in the rule book against wearing a ton of headbands, so I think you're allowed to, but you could probably only do it once. Like the first time you pull up to a game with 20 headbands or whatever, all stacked on top of each other on your head, they're probably going to tell you, like, you got to take those off, kid, and then it'll be like one of those movies where there's a dog trying to play football. And they're like, that dog can't play football. They'll be like, you can't wear that many headbands. And you can be like, where in the rule book does it say that I can't wear 20 headbands? And they're going to check the rules or whatever. And they'll be like, oh, there's no rule saying you can't do that. But then the very next game, they would end up banning it. You would be like, Adam Silver says it's like not safe or something for you to wear 45 headbands. So you only get one shot at it.
My pronouns are whatever you deem the most comedic in any given situation. He, if you will.
I don't get the term e-boy. If e-boys exist, then that implies the existence of real-life boys. I just don't fuck with that. Hey, Michael.
Hey.
Reasons why the Seiki K-dub is one of the best.
He's worse than Nindo.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Oh, a little love tap. That was a heck of a love tap.
What? Confess my love for pussy!
The only man suitable for Kokomi is her brother. Did he really just say that?
Hey, has anyone seen my right booby?
Just calm down.
His face ticks me off. Might punch him without thinking.
We're comrades now. Shut it, Tom.
Run, Jake said my mom's belly button is an Audi.
Hello, police. I'd like to report an accidental homicide.
Hey, T, sounded like a washing machine in a washing machine.
Coming! Who is it? Ah!
Saw Beatles fetish art. Don't do that.
Like a week ago, I got a comment that just said, "Why do you look like Leroy?" And I was like, "Is this a D's nuts joke? Leroy Balls? Like, what is this?" So I googled it, and nothing came up. And I was like, "Okay, cool. We have like a new creative D's nuts joke." So I said, "Who's Leroy?" And it took 2 more days, and the person responded, "Leroy from Leroy and Stitch." First of all, uncalled for. Second of all, why are you on a first name basis with Leroy from Leroy and Stitch? Why did you think I was on a first name basis with him?
We got virgin pink lemonade, virgin limeade. But this stuff, this guy fucks. Stop telling women on the internet how beautiful they are and go say it to your wife.
Hey babe, these women on the internet sure are beautiful.
Alright, so I'm 17 and I'm at this crazy stage in my life where all of a sudden I'm being judged more on what I have done than what I can do. It used to be that I was gifted and I had so much potential. Now I just have to do things. I don't want to exist in the first place. So as a countermeasure, I'm going to start peeing on my territory.
That's why
want waffle fries.
Okay, so some of you guys are asking, why can't I touch my cat without medical gloves? Here's the story. So Kiki stays in her room, isolated and away from people, because she was recently treated with radioactive iodine. It's a therapy treatment for feline hypothyroidism. I was taking a look at the US websites for this treatment, and they only remain in isolation for 3 to 5 days. Meanwhile, here in Ireland, where she was treated, she was injected July 15th, and she has to remain in isolation until August 12th. That's almost a full month without human contact. You can see she's a very social cat. She just wants to be around people. She wants to be picked up. She wants to be held. She loves being with people and to be touched by people. So it's quite stressful for her at the moment because she doesn't know why we're not touching her or holding her or spending time with her. My boyfriend takes the morning shift. I take the evening shift. We have 5 minutes per day per person, so we split them up into 5 visits apiece.
Wake up, mommy. I just missed the bus.
But you don't look gay. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on, let me just...
I can't stop thinking about this sand cat at the safari park.
Hello, boy. Welcome. There he is. He is here.
Some kids cuddle with teddy bears. My kid. Cuddles with HDMI wires. Sorry, here you go. You can keep it.
Tell me all the ways to stay
He comes in a little steamer. Oh, the dumplings are ready.
You know one thing that happened in primary school that just pisses me the fuck off? I got sent to the naughty wall, okay? The whole ass wall where the teachers come out and gives you the eye that you've done something wrong. Because I drew my crush's name on the fucking pavement with a frib! Who is that vandalism? It was a frib!
Just made another one, baby. I wanna see some ass. I wanna see some ass. Baby, can you do it like that?
I wonder what this button does.
You know what else is not stealing? Putting an extra bike lock on a stranger's bike. It's insane that bike locks are legal, that they're just available to the public. You have any idea the amount of power that you wield with your imagination in a bike lock? There's so many things. Like, you could just walk past a Baskin Robbins and be like, you're closed. It is so arbitrary what we need permission to buy and what we don't. You have to show photo ID in a hobby shop to buy paint. Yet all of us here are just one Amazon click away from buying orange cones and making traffic go wherever we want.
Artist's first song versus their most popular song, part 14.
These are my sexy shades, super duper sexy shades. These are
on my sexy shades.
When I see you
Are you kidding me? Tiny Cap was taller than me!
Are you fighting the urge to make out with me right now?
Not really. I'm really into this pizza though.
Don't you just hate that one friend that always tries to bring up zodiac signs for everything? Like, I'm like, yo, bro, you trying to go to the movie? He's like, yo, bro, I can't. I just got bit by a Scorpio. I'm like, bro, I'm a Pisces. What did that have to do with the movie?
Penis serious, penis delirious, going to the woods, call that penis mysterious, penis various, penis hilarious, dawn of the age, penis Aquarius, penis ponticulus.
But you don't look gay. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on, let me just...
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore.
Despite having 7 biological children with Twilight Sparkle, Mordecai has 5 other biological children with multiple unspecified baby mamas. He somehow has been able to hide it from Twilight Sparkle, for the most part.
Make me need Bill, know that. Even with your friend, you ain't even had me laying on your
5, 6, 7, 8. Dance with me.
It's fun to stay at the
Should be okay now, Why is it so quiet? Hey, Kaido, what happened? Oh no, he's dead! Oh, he's alive. So
If you see a pothole the size of a Volkswagen, drive right into it. Be a man.
He's escaping! The killer is escaping! Help me!
At least she treats me like I'm somebody.
Yeah, but would she love you if you were nobody?
Nobody loved me when I was nobody.
I did!
And she loved you, Carl.
Before the money.
She got money.
And before the fame. Before the lie.
What you lie about?
To me, you were a somebody, Oscar, and now you're nothing.
Ain't shit.
But a fake.
That's
A sham, a con.
A con.
You're a joke.
Fucking joke.
One mama had me out her asshole, bitch on the sheet.
I'm a ride, babe. I wanna see you do 9/11. Cause I've been to do it. Yeah, it's sex, okay? Something I forgot now.
You disrespect me. You disrespect my family. You call us stinky, poopy babies. You punched my wife. You kicked my baby. You kicked my fucking baby. You ate our dog. You ate our house.